It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as a blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
All right, Shalom, Akim. We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles of great millstone, rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I was a Hobbit to my left. Hey, and what we just read was Deuteronomy 28 chapter and the 29th verse. And what I wanted to highlight was where it says that thou shalt grope in the noonday, okay? Because what that means in the spirit, all right, like the elder apostle broke down, okay? When you groping, you're feeling for something like a blind person. But it says groping in noonday. So why do you have to feel for something like a blind person in a noonday? Because you're mentally lost. So when you're groping, you're actually coping, okay? You're coping because your current situation, man. All right. And the elect are not exempt from that. But if you look in the world, Jake on a job, every minute, every chance he gets, he goes and take a 15-minute cigarette break. When he gets off work, Jake gets high. Jake gets those coronas. If you look in the blue-collar industry, a lot of Jakes have big stomachs, man. Because as soon as they go home, they hit those Budweisers, man, those coronas, those Miller Lights, man. All right, and they sit in front of a TV and watch a sport, man. All right, and they'll leave work and they'll get these processed food, these so-called comforts food, man. Just groping, man. Jake all eating honey buns at the snack machine. Jake acting like an animal towards women, all right, because ultimately you're oppressed, man. And when you get frustrated, all your drives and impulses are heightened, man. That's how Israel is. When they're oppressed, they overdo everything, man. All right.
This is the definition from Cope, all right, and this is from Merriam-Webster, and it says to deal with and attempt to overcome problems and difficulties, often used with learning to cope with the demands of her schedule. Just an example.
Yeah,
you know.
And the reason we're bringing this out, the spirit of how about Shema Shai, because brothers are doing too much, man. And we're not talking about no particular brother, but we know how the spirit is in Israel, man. Hey, brothers drink too much, brothers eat too much, brothers, they go out and do too much because they're groping, they're pent up all week, and then they go out and they're like a bull that's loose. Mm-hmm. And then you use certain scriptures in error to justify your own impulses, man. Real quick, get that in Sirach, where it says a sinful man would not be reproved. But he found an excuse. You'll pull out certain scriptures in a word to justify you basically ruining yourself, man. All right, look at the result of what you're doing and see if that's really what the Most High is saying when these scriptures are written, man. Look at the result of what you're doing when you read scriptures that justify drinking or justify eating. Like it might say bodily exercise profit of little.
Yeah.
Now you don't do no workout.
Yeah.
You don't all you do is eat and sleep.
Yeah.
And you'll use the scripture to justify it.
Or the scriptures talk about much studying, you know, so now you don't do no studying.
Yeah, man.
You know?
You lack context, man. Like the lesson we did last week, you lack context. But really, you just really justifying being a nigga, man.
Yep.
All right?
This is Sirach 32:17. It says a sinful man will not be reproved, but finding an excuse according to his will.
Yeah, finding an excuse. And that excuse is you misreading those Bible scriptures, man. You misreading the word to justify your will, man.
Yep.
Or justify not doing your will.
Yep.
All right? Or not making a move. Because Yahweh Shai, he's forging winners out of this truth, man.
Yep.
He doesn't want men that's cursing out Babylon, but throughout the day-to-day basis, they're consuming Babylon to cope with Babylon. Go ahead.
They're being overtaken.
You're being overtaken by Babylon.
Camera, you know, it's like you rocking Balboa in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, but then behind the scenes, Babylon is defeating you, man. Babylon is hitting you with all type of combinations, man.
You got all types of wine and liquor bottles all in your house. All right. You got a horrible diet, okay? And you got all these situations with females that's running into walls because you're using everything but the word as your comforter. Mm-hmm. See, when it says in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 29th verse, that thou should grope in the noonday, We weren't exempt from that.
Mm-hmm.
We catch a hell just like the rest of the nation of Israel. But what makes the elect different? Because they use all these external things, these carnal things to cope with their situation, and we use the word, man.
Yep.
Not that we don't eat food or we don't drink liquor. We're temperate in those things.
Yeah.
But our main coping mechanism is the word, man.
Word. Doing the work.
A lot of brothers came into this truth and they was 100% into wisdom. But as time progressed, you fell into the temptation of letting Babylon be your coping mechanism, man.
Yep.
All right?
That's not the only outlet, man.
Yeah.
You know, like the brother's saying, man, you got to be temperate in those things. Nothing wrong with drinking. Be temperate, man. Scripture talk about moderation, man. You know? And then women, nothing wrong with women. Be temperate, man. And then sometimes you got to hit the pause button, man. You just got to fall back, man, and really get into the spirit, man. You know, that we can't live like we can't be in the truth and then have a YOLO spirit, man. We got eternity coming, man. You know, so I feel like we got to have a bucket list like these people in the world, man.
You got to ask yourself, man, do you still believe in the kingdom? You got to ask yourself that. Do I still, like, what are the tokens that I believe that I got a kingdom coming for me, man? Because obviously you're not sacrificing anything anymore. It is easy to fall into that temptation over a period of time.
Yep.
But you have to ask yourself, do I still believe in the kingdom? Because no amount of food will ever satisfy you. No amount of money will literally ever satisfy you. No amount of women, more women are not going to fix your problem, man. No. You got to go to the culprit, the source, man.
Yep.
And it's the spirit, it's the truth.
I got a precept for you.
All right, go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes 1:8. All things are full of labor.
Yep.
Man cannot utter it.
Yep.
The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing.
Yeah, the eye is not satisfied with seeing. So these things that you're groping for, these little cushions that you're groping for in Babylon, it would never fulfill you, man.
You'll never be satisfied, and you're gonna always want some more money.
Yep.
You're gonna always be looking for more women.
Yep.
You're gonna always want some more liquor.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna always seek to please their flesh, man. And I know, I've been way off balance, man, in the spirit, man. And I had to catch myself like, damn, you know, I had to look at myself like, shit, you know. And that's the realization you got to come to, man. But if you can't be honest with yourself, if you can't, you know, take advice, you know, from brothers telling you directly, or, you know, it's been sometimes I heard another brother's lesson, you know, brother I never met before, man. You know, and he'll say something. I know that Yahweh Shai wanted me to hear this, man.
And that's how you know that brother's not being subjective.
Yep.
Because you could, if that brother telling you your account, you might have a demon on you, be like, he just saying that because that's how that brother is.
Yeah.
But you got a whole brother from Nebraska getting on you and he don't even know you. It's the spirit, man. All right, you gotta accept that's the spirit, man. At the end of the day, take an L, man. We have to show that we sacrifice something for the kingdom, man. What are you sacrificing for the kingdom, man?
Yeah, no.
All right, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse. I get to the point, verse 18. Yep. It said, "For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he hath the devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. They say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified for children."
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, so going into the context of the scripture, Yahweh Shai was referring to what people said about John the Baptist, that he had the devil. Did he have a devil? No, man. All right. So then he went to saying what Israel was saying about him. He's a gluttonous and a winebibber. That means he was gluttonous. Did that mean that he was gluttonous and a winebibber, man? You know, to the extent that they were trying to make it? No, man. You know how Jake talk, man. Jake exaggerate, man. You know? So at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai, you know, wasn't breaking down the scrolls in his left hand, then have a big, huge gauntlet in the right hand, man, with the blood of the grapes dripping down his beard, man.
You know, and then it basically makes you useless, man. We're basically vessels.
Yeah. So
if this vessel is always wasted, I can't pick up this vessel and plow in the Father's house, in the husbandry, man. And basically going back to that scripture, a nigga gonna always have something to say about a man of the Lord, man. It's basically what they're saying, man. They're gonna always have something to say about us. But a lot of brothers use that scripture to justify, look, your house I ate and drank, it was a Judite.
Yeah.
But here you are using that and you eating all type of Babylonian processed garbage, and you got all types of, you're developing all types of health problems, man. We're telling you from experience, man, you have to go against the grain to stay afloat in Babylon, man.
Yeah.
You have to, when I say against the grain, I mean, hey, you gotta drink water, man. Drink water, eat healthier, have some type of workout regimen.
Have some self-restraint.
Have some, you don't have to do all because you got enough money to kill yourself with your pleasures. That don't mean you actually do it, man. Brothers be drinking 2-3 beers at one time, man. Like what are you covering, man? And we're not attacking brothers. Every brother have their own spirit. But a lot of you, man, you're just doing too much, man.
Yeah, no break, man.
It's no break. And brothers should have to come and save you all the time. Or brothers should have to hear this, oh shit, we got into now.
Yeah.
You know, what makes us different from guys in the world, man? That we use our wisdom, we use the word as our main coping mechanism, man.
All right. This is 1 Corinthians 6:19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own.
And you are not your own, man. And going back to our body as a temple, you got to be careful what you feed your spirit, man. All right? Because your 5 senses are basically avenues for your spirit, man. So if you look, hey, you should be able to understand when you got a demon on you, man.
Yeah.
If you always pleasing your flesh and the spirit is pushing the background, you probably got a demon on you. If you always listen to trap music, everything is always trap, it's always going out, it's always Keisha Eve, it's always in BS. You always pleasing your flesh, man. But your spiritual obligation is pushed to the background. You probably under a spiritual attack, man.
Yep.
And you're not gonna know you're under a spiritual attack until the demon is off of you, man. You know.
Verse 20. It said, "For you are brought with a price. Therefore, glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High's, man."
Hey, and what's wrong with having our own culture, man?
Yep.
What's wrong with Israel culture?
Yep.
We could drink, we could eat, we could deal with women, but we're just not no freaking monsters.
Yeah.
We cool.
Yeah.
Israel cool. We don't have to be all wild, man.
Yeah, we don't live for that, man.
Well, that's not our life.
Yeah, we don't live for that. We can't. We not countdown to Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah.
Well, we can go, all right, and chase Keisha around the club.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can get drunk out of our mind, man. You know, we don't count those things down, man. You know, we enjoy the brotherhood. We enjoy the ministry, you know, just like this live stream, man. We enjoy, all right, edifying the body, you know, the body edifying us, you know, brothers participating, putting up scriptures, you know, that's the things that we live for, man. You know, because that's how shot dwelling within us, man. But if you always through, you know, or you always got a appointment, you know, with a damn woman, then now you becoming useless, man.
And we're not telling you how to deal with women. How many like brothers gonna deal with their woman? A man is a man.
Yeah.
But you got a schedule.
Yeah.
That gotta happen outside this schedule, man.
You gotta have a spiritual structure, man.
Yeah, a spiritual structure.
You know, those things come whenever they come, however they come, man. Yeah. And every brother different, man. Yeah. You know, some brothers might go months without dealing with a woman, man. Yeah. You know, some brothers might go weeks, some brothers every other day, however it go, man. Yeah. You know, that's according to your spirit, man.
But all that's outside of your spiritual structure.
Yep.
You know. I want to. You was gonna get something?
No,
okay. 1 Timothy 4:8. Okay. That's another scriptures. But hey, man, look. The word doesn't talk about exercising all the time and eating a certain way all the time, because we were in a Babylonian captivity. We were in Babylon the Great when the prophecies was written, and when the word was written, when the book of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes was written. So you don't see 100 scriptures about your health, man. But in this particular setup, you want to give extra attention to your health, man. If the elder apostles are giving attention to their health, how much more we as disciples, man? We as students under the elder apostles, man. Because a lot of you brothers, y'all are not health conscious in the spirit, man. What I mean by that, We're not telling brothers to be Dr. Sebi. We're not telling brothers to go vegan. But a lot of brothers, their main diet is PS. And it's only a certain period of time when your body's going to break down, man. All right, you go ahead, bro.
This 1 Timothy 4:8. It said, for bodily exercise profiteth little.
And we bring it out because a brother used it to justify not exercising or not eating healthy. It profits little compared to getting the kingdom. And going back to we do this for an incorruptible crown, and they do it for a corruptible crown. That's what they're saying. But in this setup, you want to give heed to what you're putting into your temple, man. Because this is the first empire where the food is poison. So now you have to give extra heed because that's going to determine your energy level when you teach it. In this setup, in this truth, man, you're either gonna be a brother that got high energy or he has vitality, or you're gonna be that brother that's always drained, always tired, you know, always got a hangover. You could be either two type of brothers, man. All right.
This is back in 1 Timothy 4:8. It said, for bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come.
And we're not here to be no nigger lights, man. We're not here to be guys that keep the laws, but we have no spirituality about us, no temperance, no discipline about us. So we're just basically, like Elder Yashawama said, uncouth niggas, man. That's probably being a godly life, man, having a simple, peaceful life. Hey, you kind of low key with it, man. All right. But like I said, bodily exercise profit little compared to getting the kingdom. But brothers have to take heed to that, and we're saying these things out of love, so brothers can have a balanced life.
Out of love and experience, man.
Love and
You don't think we had trial and error, man? You don't think we made some decisions like, why the fuck did I do that? How the hell did I get here? And the spirit gonna let you know. It's some things the brothers shouldn't have to say because the spirit is telling you, man. The Lord have you make a wrong decision based on the flesh. Look at the outcome, man. That's the Lord telling you, man, directly, man. Look at the situation you in a horrible situation, you know, because of the decision that you made, man. And me personally, I done been through that, man. You know, I was like, damn, all because I thought with the flesh. You know, this was the results of me thinking with the flesh. You know, when I should have thought more in the spirit, man. You know, so we in this thing to live and learn. You know, and that's why the apostles and elders are elders, because you can imagine the experiences that they have, man. When we're looking at the apostles and elders, we're looking at the outcome of 30, 35, 25 years, 20 years of men enduring Babylon, all right, and staying rooted within the word, man, staying temperate, man. You see?
You know, hey, that's a beautiful, and sometimes you don't even have to go through the experiences yourself, because we're telling you from our experiences. Like some of the things that I haven't gone through, because I sat there and listened to the apostles, even like admonitions that, you know, like I didn't have to walk through it because I listened to them. But even with you brothers, man, I shoot for a lot of newer brothers, man. Some of these decisions y'all don't have to make, because we telling you, man. We telling you will never have enough women. You will never be happy outside of the word, man. So you might as well get all that lustful stuff out of your mind and use the word as your main coping mechanism, man. All right.
This is Sirach 30 and 15, because one thing about the scriptures, you know, a spiritual man to say, well, the scriptures contradict each other, you know, or they'll say, you know, I believe some of the Bible, you know, because they believe the parts that agree with their flesh, man, with their emotion, you know. But one thing about the scriptures, it just say one extreme and then it say another extreme, like it's two different polarities, but really it's the balance.
It's the balance.
This is one precept balancing out this precept, so you don't be too far either way, man.
Be not over righteous, be not over wicked.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be some points where you gotta feed yourself, man, feed your flesh.
Yeah.
But there's not to be a demon.
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes you gotta watch a movie, drink some wine, go to a bar.
Yeah, step out, you know, change the scenery. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But when you live for that,
that's American. Now you're a Babylonian. When you live for the flesh, you're a Babylonian, man. All right.
This is Sirach 30 and 15. It said, health and good estate of body. No, I'm starting 14.
Yep.
It said, better is the poor being sound and of strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
Now, most brothers in this truth are classified as poor, man, because by income level is, if you're not a billionaire, you're poor. All right. So it's better to be, but you can control your health. You can control if you're gonna run today or go jogging and hit the treadmill and do some push-ups.
Yep.
Because at least your temple is okay. At least your physical, mental, spiritual well-being is on point, man.
Yep.
You know?
Verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth.
And we're harping on this through the spirit, because obviously in this setup, man, Yahweh Shah wants us to be in a certain spirit of purity, man. He wants us to eat a certain way. He wants us to take care of our temple so we can be in tune with him, man.
He wants us to be pleased with him, man.
Yeah.
Imagine if your woman, was going to some outside source outside of you to be cheered up, man.
Yeah.
How would you feel, man? And that's how the Lord feels when you go past him or go around him and continue to go to all these different mechanisms to cope, but don't lock in with him, man.
Yep. And that's fear, that's wisdom. That's even from a woman's perspective. If a woman got a husband, but the husband never there, he gets happiness from somewhere else, she gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
We gotta go back to our first love. The first 6 months she was in this truth, and you was like this. You gotta get back to that, man.
So you gotta go back to the basics.
Yep.
This verse 16 said, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart, man.
Yep.
And then our main joy has come within Yahweh Shah, man. Because matter of fact, drinking, why are you drinking, man? Are you drinking the coke, because Babylon is overwhelming you, or you got situations, or you drinking because prophecy is taking place? Because you married, man. Because because your faith is increasing. Are you drinking because of that, man? Are you drinking the coke, man, and try to mask what's going on the inside, man? Because drinking is external, man. See, our joy needs to come from within, man. Without a bottle, without a woman. If I go to the bar and if that woman look my way, man, I'm still got the joy within. If I just come drink a beer or two and leave, my joy still is within, man. That's how we should be, man. Not because you got chose up, man. Which, like I say, the flesh the scripture tell you how, a beautiful woman cheered the countenance, but at the same time, there shouldn't be, all right, something we should hang our head down if that don't happen.
Because what's the real beautiful woman that cheered the countenance? Because they did not say wisdom making the man face to shine.
Yep.
So the real, although in the flesh, an attractive woman does do that. But hey, wisdom, that's that beautiful woman that makes the face the cheer the countenance as well, man.
Yeah.
So what the brother said, man, you gotta know how to be happy without all the fleshly fleshly desires, man. All right.
It says, I'm gonna jump to 22. It said, the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolonging his days, man. Because we understand what's going on, man. We have this wisdom, we have this knowledge, man. The Lord constantly showing us that He's dealing with us, man. He constantly showing us this is the right way. Keep going, man. We constantly seeing the signs, man. The words that we're speaking through the spirit and power, how by Shema Shai, are coming to pass, man. You see, our value is increasing, man. We don't have to be validated by this world, man. We don't need no status. We don't need no attention from these people, man. All right, that's not what we're here for, man. And it says, love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow have killed many, and there is no profit therein, man. So you can drink, but guess what? That sorrow gonna be there when you sober. Ain't no escaping it, man. But see, how a shot can heal your sorrow, and it's not gonna be temporal, man. The Lord, when the Lord heals you, it's not temporal, man. You know, you still have different things that you go through, but you'll never be at that low point, man. All right, you'll never be sunken in, man. You won't be overwhelmed, man. You know, because your joy is generated from within, man, not from situation external, man. Your joy will be internal.
Because all those things will fail you.
Yeah.
The sweets, eat too many sweets, your body will break down. Too much liquor, your body will break down. Women are fickle, and they here today, gone next week. So, like all the stuff you put joy in the flesh is to no avail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this closing scripture unless you have something else.
No, that was it.
2 Timothy 2:3 says, I'm already in and I get it. Okay. All right. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So I'm gonna go to verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. But the point is, thou therefore endure hardness. So we got to get into that spirit of enduring, man. Suck it up. If Yahweh Shai was sitting here and tell us to man up, what did the Most High tell Job? Gird your loins like a man. In so many words, the Most High cursed out Job.
Yeah.
Man your ass up. Yeah. And that's how the Most High. What does it say in Hebrews 12? Whom the Lord loveth, he chastised. And that's how fathers deal with his son, man. He push you through them challenges and tell your butt to toughen up, man. This brother's a football coach, man. I know you weren't no soft coach. You know what I'm saying? I know you were an asshole, but you pushed them young men. Yep. And now a lot of them guys, they decent athletes, man. But that's how you deal with men. And that's how you deal with the elect, man. He pushes you through circumstances and he pushes you. But you're not being pushed if you sit to the side killing yourself, man. All right?
I got I'm gonna get the quick one from the brother Yasha'Allah YG. It's James 4:7 says, submit yourself therefore to the Most High, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up, man. You know?
That's beautiful.
So we humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord. He gonna lift us up, man. And I can't reiterate enough. Ain't nothing like that joy from within our shop, man. Because nothing external can affect that, man.
Because there's nothing like seeing a prophecy take place on CNN or Fox News and you happy. That's nothing you can't buy that. But we're going to draw this lesson to a closing. That you have any more closing statements?
That was it, bro.
And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem, Kakudash, that will honor to our apostles of great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.